A lot expected from her. Does look a lot like her father, Keon Daniel, the former TNT international. Just 13 years old, Form 1. And asked to have the responsibility of leading the line. Well, that challenge is not what was asked from the coach. And he will give away a free kick. Giovanna Hector forcing the action. Oh, she's gone through. And the goalkeeper, oh, not the cleanest of hands, but she does hold on in the end. Huffing and puffing. Five Rivers.
Yeah, at the end, Cox did well there to make sure. Firstly, got her body behind it, and then secondly, cleaning up any after effects of the initial save. Five Rivers seem to be a team intent on not just putting pressure on this San Juan North secondary team, but to also try to put themselves in the right places to make sure that they have good goal scoring opportunities.
Again, possession forced to Charles. And oh, she couldn't find anybody in a purple outfit, so possession will be back with San Juan. This, of course, is a double header here at the Arima Velodrome. San Juan boys team will take on their arch nemesis Trinity East rather. Can't help but think back 2 years ago when that pair met in an East Zone final that was won by Trinity on penalties. No, there's a resurgent who hope to upset the San Juan card today, and already doesn't seem to like what she's seeing very much. And well, that will be a corner for the team from Bougmelatris. First of the match. Cohen Francois, well, his job is to help stop the Five Rivers team who've scored goals for fun this season.
Daunting task, really.
Needs a good service. Oh, she does find a head.
Tell you what,
that was close, wasn't it?
It was quite a good header. Didn't get the target, but certainly had a couple eyebrows raised there. Looks like Shanika Lewis climbing and meeting the ball at the right height. It's a good corner as well. Looked like one that was taken by Natalia Horn.
Oh, they'll come again. And this time couldn't get past the resolute defending from Five Rivers. Well intercepted at the back. And that's going to be too hard to keep in. Will be a throw for San Juan. Found a footing after withstanding the early barrage of pressure. Oh, this should be easy. And Natalia Williams not liking something she saw, perhaps the throw. In fact, maybe a bit of pushing and shoving, so it will be a free kick to Five Rivers. Oh, it's done well to keep it alive, and just runs away from her. Lewis, well, getting the body well in the way, needs an outlet, and well, supporting cast not coming around quick enough, but can still apply pressure here, and the pressure does pay off. They win a throw.
It's a good moment for San Juan North secondary from obviously the difficult start that they had. Not only getting some territorial advantage, but there's a menacing look to them as they go forward. They certainly started to get a little bit more enjoyment in this game. It's a spell, James, that I'm very sure they'll hope that they could put the ball into the back of the net.
Oh, that's if Five Rivers has anything to say about that. And they do find some joy out wide now. Herbert, and that one just drifting out of touch. looking back to the words of Coach Francois prior to this match, spoke a lot about compacting the middle, trying to stall the pattern of play. Five Rivers. Now they've been able to hold them off pretty well, but they've put in some good offensive movements as well so far in the early goings. Kept alive by the captain and out of touch. Well, the crowd slowly building up here at the Arima Velodrome. Girls getting some support from schoolmates and fans who've crept in at this iconic venue in Arima. Oh, comes off the head of a Five Rivers player. Not convincingly cleared, but they do get it away eventually. Under pressure. Just losing the physical battle. And now Five Rivers try to break. Just couldn't find a teammate.
They've lost their way a little bit, Five Rivers. They've not been able to connect with each other the way they did in the early exchanges. Again, it's a good period, a good moment for San Juan North, as they're starting to see not only just a lot more of the ball, but certainly starting to see themselves move forward a bit and higher up the park. I just feel though, James, that this Five Rivers teams can easily turn things around with the type of players that they have within their roster. And they just are looking for the right transition moment to just do that.
There's an air of confidence though when you spoke to San Juan's coach, and it struck me as a bit odd for a team who would have conceded 7 goals in the league play. Perhaps holding on to some information that we might be unaware of.
And he did talk about some adjustments that he was going to make tactically, despite the obvious of being a lot more compact, a lot more resolute, keeping those spaces nice and tight to avoid Five Rivers any opportunity of exploiting them. And I think with roughly about 10 minutes or so gone, he would feel that he's done a good job so far. But as I said, I just feel that Five Rivers have another gear to go into. And if San Juan North is not wary of it, it could happen very easily.
Oh, one of the first adjustments we'll have to make is getting into defensive shape. It's Five Rivers. Oh, she's done well here. And, well, Natalia Williams, unhappy about something. So there will be breathing room for San Juan. We just feel one of their main adjustments is putting their leading scorer, Lewis, as one of the 2 holding players in midfield.
Yeah. And already we are seeing her capability of being, and her athleticism in the middle of the park has helped so far. She was also able to get forward and get a good header on the corner. There she is, Lewis. And she's certainly going to be heavily relied on as in that shield in the back 4 type of responsibility.
Oh, came back like a swarm of bees to win possession, Five Rivers. And they drive forward now. Oh, that's good skill there. Hector has 2 for company. Got some skill though. Couldn't get one over. Second chance. And scrambled away by San Juan, although it will bubble back in the area. Oh,
it's a good run.
It's clever to get it away, and San Juan now could break. And they will get some joy with Nicholas down the left. illegal challenge. She's done well. Won a free kick for her team.
Yeah, she doesn't look too happy about that challenge. It's a good run, good positive run down this left-hand side. It's been a lot even, James. If you minus the first 5 or 6 minutes, San Juan North has certainly been back into it. That's a good ball.
Honoree's gone straight for goal. Keeper did well to get a fist hit. San Juan now smelling blood. They won another go. No foul. Five Rivers tried to come away with it, only as far as the green jerseys. Well, he's as bewildered as anybody. Didn't hear a whistle myself. That certainly happens, but girls have gone back into position. There'll be a free kick though. Not sure I spotted the infringement. Oh, this is long. Use the body well. Just might argue, San Juan are the ones applying pressure here in this match so far. Did survive an early onslaught. Certainly turned the tide of momentum more in their favor last few minutes.
Yeah, they haven't. You know, James, a lot of it is down to the way they've approached it. Not necessarily, yes, I do believe tactically that they've been set up the right way. But I think the approach, the attitude towards trying to win the football back, closing down Five Rivers and making things very difficult for them. They've won their fair share of second balls and they've been very active. And so because of that, they've made it very difficult for Five Rivers thus far. There's no doubt in Five Rivers have the quality within the ranks to win this football game, but certainly San Juan North has not allowed them to even utilize any of it so far.
No, that's offside in the area.
Oh, she's not.
The flag is down. And, well, looking for an opportunity here.
That's well challenged.
Well, won the first one. More doors opening here.
Good one, too.
And that's a great challenge.
Well tackled.
Well, the danger not totally averted. The ball tried from distance, this time lacking direction.
Yeah, that was a good, strong challenge there. Of course, that's what you want to see from a defender. Look like Mitchell with the challenge. That's when you thought that trigger was going to be pulled, as we have another look at it here. Ball cut inside, which is the right thing. Well, the shot was blocked first. Nice interplay here. And once the ball was given back, that is a challenge. I'm sure Colin Murray's enjoying that and calling that a Brent Sancho challenge.
Most certainly.
Yeah.
It certainly was, though. Back him on that one. Got the job done. They tried to come again. And again, the Bugmalach's girls repel the Five Rivers attack. Oh, they've broken that up, and purple shirts have to find another approach. Just spinning away there from Hector. San Juan happy to retreat back into position. Yes, Peters. Couldn't get a big boot into the area. Well, wasn't tidy at least. And, well, happy to win back possession. Well, actually, this time it will be James to give it a try. Honoree kept it in. Well, not convinced it crossed the entire line there. Well, of course, the linesman better position. Oh, what a touch. Villarreal giving some help. So we only as far as Five Rivers. Well, she's got naughty thoughts. And one touch too many. They're really playing tic-tac-toe at the moment. Oh, somebody find the X. Oh, that's an X-rated challenge. It's a corner.
Yeah, another strong challenge again by Mitchell. In a no-nonsense mood this afternoon. A young lady from San Juan North. For a minute there, she looked like she was beaten. And a cross was eventually going to come in. But Mitchell made sure that she stuck with her guns and made that very difficult.
Well, Mercedes Baltazar will whip this one in. Looks good. Keeper gets a hand and gets some help as well. What a delicious corner. Five Rivers trying to scramble back possession. This is Baltazar. Again, they are met with some green resistance.
Yeah, and a lot of the numbers in terms of the congestion is coming right in the middle of the park. And then you look, there's at least 4 or so green shirts camped out in the middle of the park. It's made it very difficult for Five Rivers to have any joy in getting through. And one of the reasons why you would expect them to play wide. As we have another look at this corner, it's a good punch there by goalkeeper Cox, making sure that the danger was there. And then that's a very, very late challenge.
Yeah,
to see Five Rivers.
One of those that'll get you to detention line. It's cool. That was very late there. That's a Brendan Sancho tackle.
This could be trouble.
Well, it's gonna bounce here. All eyes on the keeper. And she had eyes on it as it bounced over the top. Scary moments for a second.
Yeah, and really, truth be told, goalkeeper Joseph just didn't look comfortable with the first bounce, and my initial thought that was trouble in the making. I think she read the flight of the ball eventually and took a couple steps back to make sure that the ball did not go over her head. And eventually went over the bar.
It's always the boxing ones that cause all sorts of trouble. And Matthews, who you just saw in your picture there, she's had quite a tussle on that left side of midfield for Five Rivers. It's been tough going coming up against Jeans. Oh, this is well defended. And she's done well to keep it alive. Well, never seen a player dribble their own player. She's done it, and done it well. Going through walls as well. Not this time.
So the World Collective will be out apparently 4:15 this afternoon as soon as this match ends.
Well, hasn't been the prettiest in terms of pass completion or the possession. It's quite even. 25% to San Juan North and 26 to Five Rivers. So that in itself tells the story of how irresponsible both teams have been with possession. That being said, though, hasn't not been an entertaining match so far. Both teams have had their moments. Maybe this is another one. It's Honoré. Gets set to drift another one into the area. Oh, she's got 6 green shirts to aim at. Finds one. And again, to get ahead on it. Not to trouble the goalkeeper. It's Lewis losing that battle. And well, they've done well, San Juan, to win it back. Lots of space opening up now for San Juan. They try to punch their way through the middle. Oh, this should be dicey. Foot races on for Herbert. Well, first trick paid off, and well, they do keep possession. Oh, this is clever. We'll need some more support, or maybe not. Oh, not too far away though.
Yeah, the idea was a good one. But they're showing the quality that she does possess, flicking that ball over the defender head and eventually trying to get some sort of space for a shot as we go to, looks like the SportsMax water break. I'm very sure that every single player will take the opportunity to get fully refreshed. As I said, it is a scorching hot day here at the Rima Velodrome. A game that lacked genuine fluidity. Of course, a team that can take the impetus. You would have to say that San Juan North shaved the first 22 plus minutes or so. Surprisingly, because when the game started, James, it looked more likely that Five Rivers were going to be camped out in the San Juan North half, but they have changed things drastically, San Juan North, and have applied some pressure to Five Rivers. And you would say, from a Coach Francois perspective, that was a very, very good 20 plus minutes or so of football for the girls and Bukmalatris.
And certainly one of the big moves that would have raised eyebrows ahead of this match. Lewis used in an unfamiliar position. He sacrificed his offense, so to speak. And, well, seems to pay dividends in the end. Of course, the hydration therapy, as the ball says, thermal. Hot conditions here at the Arima Velodrome. And, well, players quite happy to use a few moments to get some refreshment, courtesy SportsMax, of course. And don't forget, of course, you can download the SportsMax app from the Apple App Store, Google Play. Get it today, the SportsMax app, to keep abreast of all of the sporting action across the Caribbean, including the Coca-Cola Intercol and ISA schoolboy football. Well, everybody looks happy and filled with renewed vigor after the opening water break, and San Juan will start off with possession. This play restarts. Oh, mighty long pass, took its way to get across the field, and burst of pace. Trying to get Sealy in a good position. Well, settle for a throw, at least for now. Charles will hand over that duty to San Juan, and there's skipper. Everybody forward, and should have to retake that. The atmosphere building up nicely here in Arima. The crowds are starting to pile in. To expect it to fill up some more. Start of a second match. Oh, that's a corner for San Juan. And well, they're certainly giving those folks in the stands something to see. They've looked dangerous from their last two corners, San Juan.
Yeah, so good delivery there. Coming in by the number 10 Ono. And you would expect it to put it in around the same region. They are starting quite high on top of the 18-yard box, which is a bit unusual as they stream in there now.
Well, again.
Same person.
Yeah, from the target, Lewis. I'd like to find another target, though. She just ran into some trouble there, Sealy. Getting some help from Villarreal. Oh, well, it's almost like if she wasn't standing there. Made the defender disappear. Got some neat footwork, these girls.
Yeah, just wondered if it's one pass too many.
Well, Five Rivers. Corner gingerbread man run here. Can she go all alone? Well, got the answer to that. Well, maybe she has a different answer. And, well, it certainly promised something spectacular. Didn't deliver, but it dazzled.
You'd have to say every time Matthews picked the ball up, she does look like a genuine threat. And that occasion there, it's referee seemed like she invested. That's a poor ball.
Well, could be here. Goalkeeper gets a touch. Some friendly fire from San Juan, almost giving Five Rivers the opportunity they were hoping for. And now it's the Bukmalatris girls to find a way in behind. Won't do it on this occasion. It's well defended in the end.
Yeah, it's a brilliant defending there. Looked like a collision with the goalkeeper. It's well defended. Give goalkeeper Cox credit. You obviously have to give trailing defender as well tremendous amount of credit. Mitchell again with another big tackle. Just feel that if Mitchell did not make that interception, it might have been a little bit difficult or more difficult situation for San Juan North, because Hector looked most likely to get there before goalkeeper Cox. So it's those sorts of moments, James, that despite the fact that San Juan North have applied themselves well and looked, of course, well organized, that could easily unravel things, because if you concede from those sorts of mistakes, it doesn't bode well for you.
Well, needed a better cross in the area. San Juan will try to whip it back in. Sealy, Honoré, really toying with the defense now. Honoré looking for some support, couldn't find it, and oh, this time it will be a goal kick. Tidy player Honoré. She's delivered some good services into the area. Does possess a decent touch as well. Here's Five Rivers. Well, the flag will come up this time, and but thought for a moment she might have been in.
Yeah, it was tight, but I think it is the right call by the AR on this side. La Rose. It's just gone a fraction too early. Very, very tight call, but as I said, that was the right call. And those sorts of situations, James, you really want your forward to hold their run a bit, make sure that you're staying behind. You look across the line and monitor where you are. But I'm not sure what's happening.
Got some pace here. Almost snuck in as well.
Well, that could have been easily diverted into the net. Not sure if there was any communication from the goalkeeper.
She looked second for a second.
Yeah, she did. Certainly didn't see any kind of movement coming from Joseph. Eventually Bowman with the clearance, but there was a lot of hesitation.
Well, that's a wee. And we'll find Lewis, who's shooted a lot deeper than we saw earlier. Herbert.
This is what she's looking for.
Oh, she's got party tricks, haven't she? Herbert. Can she get past another? Well, she has.
That's well defended.
Certainly is.
Really well defended. It's becoming a recurring theme, James, that every time Herbert picks the ball up, she's being met by at least 2 or 3 San Juan North defenders. You just feel it's just too many defenders in and around her, and she needs a little bit more support.
Oh, that's well intercepted. And again, she'll slip in Herbert. This time the flag is down. She has support. Hector arriving in the area. Just too high for Hector. Starting to come alive again. Five Rivers. And San Juan forced to defend.
Yeah, you just feel if Matthews and Herbert and Hector could obviously be more in sync offensively, it will provide some sort of dividends for this Five Rivers team. But they've been very disjointed, the front three. They've gone about business in an individual fashion. And the good moments that they've had in this game so far have really come from flashes of individual brilliance. Nothing really collectively or cohesively. And they'll be disappointed about that. Certainly Coach Sargent would be.
Just wonder, perhaps it's the direct nature of the team. Just not allowing time for supporting players to arrive, perhaps?
Yeah, that could be said. There seems to be a rush, or obviously wanting to get to the goal as quickly as possible, and maybe you're better served waiting for that support that would obviously help in breaking down defensive lines. And I think certainly Five Rivers have been guilty of that on a couple of occasions so far in this game. We've seen both Matthews and Herbert in particular try to go it alone. Maybe a better serve looking for from some sort of support.
Oh, Hall come again, and again repelled is Nicholas. Want a team a throw though. Fraser waits patiently for that ball to come back into play. Well, here's Mitchell, and well, it seems that throw will have to be retaken. It's gone well past half an hour in this match. Of course, this match will be 40 minutes, not the usual 45. It's Baltazar doing some interception work, and it will be a throw again for San Juan. And well, that ball will be given to Five Rivers, who tried to take it quickly. Couldn't hang on, and this time it will return to San Juan. Was a pronunciation from the French influence in Trinidad, Sawa. Still other folks who pronounce it San Juan as the Spanish pronunciation. Oh, that's well intercepted though by Williams. Very British name. And well, pleading for some support from a defensive cast. Oh, she's lost that in a bad area. Hector will try to get ahead of the defender. She does. Couldn't find Peters. Well, Peters does get there. And the goalkeeper will arrive first. Should have a straight boot to deal with. Dealt with the situation well, Cox. Oh, what a touch. Brought under a spell there. This time she couldn't keep it in play. Daniel tries to get in. Trying to find rhythm now. Five Rivers. Hector. Well, she's in. Needs a good finish. That's well stopped.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, could even be more brilliant here. And again, the green shirts form a wall. They've done the duty.
I tell you what, this San Juan North rear guard have performed heroics in this game. It's not for their defensive display, James. You think this game would have been probably done and dusted. Some of the moments that they would have had. You have to give Williams and Mitchell, James and Fraser a lot of credit. They've just not allowed this Five Rivers team any genuine opportunities. In this instance, of course, it was Williams that came back that made the challenge. What a match-saving block that was. Because certainly you would have thought that was going into the back of the net once the opportunity was afforded.
Yeah, it just felt like Jerry got in. And all the time in the world, expected to see the net bulge. Well, it didn't. It tells you the story of how resolute they've defended San Juan. Oh, it's urging the girls back on the pitch, of course, using the opportunity to get some water. I don't blame them. Excess of 31 degrees here. And Baltazar covering her face. And, well, Williams enjoying a bit of a break. So they'll be forced to defend with one defender less as Baltazar lines this up. Well, it's promising. Found the head of Jerry. couldn't direct it where she wanted. All eyes on the referee. Play allowed to continue. And finally, they somewhat get it away. Wrong address, nobody lives there. Again, Five Rivers denied. They will try again, though. They're quite resilient. Jerry. He's got Hector for support. Oh, this time trying to find Herbert. Just needs a yard of space, Herbert. Maybe now she might have it. Dancing feet and Jerry. Oh, that's gone into orbit, really. Did everything right. Created the yard of space. Just couldn't keep it below the crossbar. Oh, here comes Sauer. Intercepted, Baltazar. Just robbed of possession. And it will fall back to the team from Bugmalatris. Just a few minutes away from halftime. Still goalless, no team able to break the deadlock. Five Rivers might argue they've had the best chances. San Juan might argue they've had some of the better passages of play. Well, now they stream forward. Defended by Lewis. Charges forward now, Lewis. And waved by Baltazar. Well, is there one trick to break the deadlock as we head to halftime? Villarreal. Fraser linking well with Villarreal. Needed a bit more direction in the pass. Five Rivers try to hold on Hector. Well, they found space in here. Needs a good touch. Well defended. Did get a touch. And couldn't steer around the goalkeeper. Thought for a moment there that she was out of it. But she did manage to get a toe, Herbert. And oh, seems she got a bit more than a toe from the defender. Oh, here comes the magic spray. This is what happened. Was in here, and Mitchell just using her body well, but give credit to Herbert. Still able to get away her shot. And license and insurance required now after that bit of a collision. Might argue Mitchell, made of titanium. The way you saw stood up to challenges earlier. Well, this time proving that she is indeed human. Getting the requisite treatment. Oh, she's been like a traffic cop today, Desiree Sargent. Arms freeling and making all sorts of signals. Could well assume that lots will be said at the halftime break. Of course, at halftime, we will hear from the captains of both these teams. He seems happy, if you ask me, Francois. Because just to remind our viewers, this match ended in a lopsided 7-1 win when Five Rivers last met San Juan. Five Rivers, of course, getting the victory. Hasn't been the case today. Maybe one last bit of action. It's defended well by Williams, who might remember left the pitch for some time. just a few moments ago. Seems all right now, at least physically. Here comes the Sharks, circling. Goalkeeper is there. And did well to get ahead of Hector. And that is all that it will be for the first half of this match. Natalia Williams have seen it all in the middle. That woman, Williams, oh, she's certainly seen it all in a defensive position. She's done her job. Might be the story of the first half as well. Defending of San Juan. Williams, Mitchell, Cox and company. James together with Fraser. Honoré as well provided some good service in the area for San Juan. Of course, did have Herbert, Hector, Mariah Matthews causing all sorts of trouble as well from a Five Rivers perspective. But it has been entertaining, this final between Five Rivers and San Juan Secondary. And, well, at the end of 40 minutes, it's goalless between San Juan and Five Rivers. Brent Sancho will have a word with the captains.
Thank you very much, James. I'm now here with Captain Daniel. Captain, of course, a difficult half of football, very hot weather. Your thoughts on the first half so far?
I would say we could have done better and communicate more, but we shall fix it in the second half.
Like the spirit, you should fix it in the second half. Don't go just yet. What are you going to say to the rest of the girls and your teammates when you go into the locker room?
We need to talk more, communication, spread the ball more. Yeah.
Thank you very much and all the best in the second half. Thanks, Captain Daniel. I'm now joined by Captain James of San Juan North Secondary School. Good defensive work so far by San Juan North. Your thoughts on the first half so far?
My thoughts on the first half is my team need to fight more, a lot of defending, and just put more pressure on the ball.
Any particular player from the Five Rivers secondary you think is dangerous and might cause you a problem in the second half?
To be honest, Jada on the right wing, yeah, she cuts in a lot and she has a powerful foot.
Well, now that you know you have to stop her.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All the best in the second half. Of course, words from both captains going into the halftime break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do first half highlights, stats, and a lot more.
You're watching coverage of Secondary Schools Football League, brought to you by Carib Malta, 0.0% alcohol. It's the way we play. And First Citizen Foundation, building strong communities through sport.
You gave us the inspiration to be first. We gave you the solutions that put you first. You trusted us with your vision. We paved the way with innovation. You walked with us side by side, and we continue to serve you with pride. First Citizens is proud of everything we've achieved together. We made dreams a reality, shaped success stories, and painted brighter futures. And together, we'll accomplish so much more. First Citizens, we put you first.
Totally Male has been around since 1994. Our primary focus is the aesthetic upgrading of all males. Our highly skilled team of women are trained, professional, and committed to first-class customer service. Centrally located at 6 Windsor Avenue, New Kingston, Jamaica. Totally Male is your man cave, where we offer cable, private rooms, and a beverage of your choice while you're being pampered. Totally Male, a woman's touch for the exceptional man.
You gave us the inspiration to be first. We gave you the solutions that put you first. You trusted us with your vision. We paved the way with innovation. You walked with us side by side, and we continue to serve you with pride. First Citizens is proud of everything we've achieved together. We made dreams a reality, shaped success stories, and painted brighter futures. And together, we'll accomplish so much more. First Citizens, we put you first.
You're watching coverage of Second High Schools Football League, brought to you by Carib Malta, 0.0% alcohol. It's the way we play. And First Citizen Foundation, building strong communities through sport.
Welcome to SSFL Premiership Division.
Well, the Arima Velodrome was certainly lit up with action in the first half. San Juan North against Five Rivers Secondary. No goals, but judge for yourself as we look back at the highlights. And just how entertaining this match would have been in the first few minutes. This, of course, is the finals, Coca-Cola Intercol. And it was Five Rivers early on. Statement of intent. And, well, the early shot held on to by the goalkeeper. It was a response, though, from Taylor on the other end for San Juan. Seesaw, the goalkeeper, getting a hand in there to repel another Five Rivers attack. And then look at this, the old bumpy ball. Did have some oohs and ahs from the anxious spectators and teammates. No trouble in the end. And another one of the corners from Honoré. Again, finding the head of Lewis. Shows that even playing in the midfield position, she can get up there. No goals, but certainly a lot to look at. That's what the numbers tell us as we look at this. In terms of shots, well, Five Rivers, it's no contest really. They've dominated that, 9-2. On target, the only teams have gotten shots on target. Fouls, well, 4-2 is the number there. Possession, pretty even. Runs in the box, even as well. So it's pretty even on paper, but Five Rivers holding the edge in terms of shots, really. I've got Liu Chen, he's got some fans with him, and maybe they can give their perspective as well of the first half.
Yeah, thank you, James. Well, I'm here with Shusan and Janea of Five Rivers Secondary, and of course Bryce and Bryce Jr., Sawa North Secondary fans. Well, what are your guys' thoughts on the game so far?
They're playing too much.
Well, I find, they're playing too much of the game, but I believe that they could get because, we deserve win, so,
Bad. Well, I hand on we personally.
Well, what do you have to say to that, Bryce?
Well, today, it evenly poised up to now. Nobody don't want to take any risks. But coming in the second half here now, I know somebody had to take risks because we have to get a winner today. So I think Sawa will come out on top 1-0.
1-0? So what do you expect to see from your team in the second half? I'll come to you first, Bryce, with this one.
More attacking. Right now we play more defensive. Relax now, and now we'll attack.
That they stop playing and they get serious and get real good.
Yeah, I hope that they really get serious because they're really playing, but I wish them the best, although half of them don't know me, but the ones that I do know, they try their best still, and yeah.
Big up all. I say Berlin, bad.
All right, and finally a score prediction. Bryce, you say 1-0?
1-0.
Yeah, and score prediction?
Normally they just get like, I say 5-1 or 5, yeah.
Oh, them get all. Try their best to get all.
Well, let me get a score.
A score?
Yeah.
Probably 1 there.
1-0?
Yeah.
All right, well, you heard it from the fans. Thanks, everybody, and all the best. Take care. Brent, you heard it from the fans. Let's hear it from you now.
Yeah, it has been an intriguing game of football so far. Obviously, both teams haven't given up much. It's been a game that has been bogged down with midfield play, congestion in the middle of the park. Both teams really struggling to get some fluidity. Five Rivers does look at the more dangerous team, but give San Juan North Secondary credit. Coach Francois talked about nullifying some of the strengths that Five Rivers have within their team. I think he has been able to do that and a bit more. A little bit unlucky as it relates to some of the set plays coming into the box. But overall, I think Francois will be the happier of the two coaches.
Earlier in the build-up, of course, we spoke about the impact of the weather, the heat. Have you seen that affecting the players at all?
We saw more to the latter part of the first half, where, of course, the players energy levels started to drop a bit. But I think all in all, the tempo of the game has been good. I think the endeavor to try to win a football game has been good on both teams. But I think for Five Rivers, they just need to do more. You just feel, though, Leo, that they have a next gear there. San Juan North seemingly are there where they're supposed to be, but I just feel like Five Rivers have another gear to go to, another level to get to. And I think if they are able to do that, I think they may just edge this game.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it from the fans, and you heard it from the man himself, Brent Sancho. It is 0-0 at the half between Five Rivers Secondary and San Juan North Secondary in this East Zone Girls Intercol final. But of course, don't forget to download the SportsMax app on both the Apple Store and the Google Play to keep up with everything SSFL and everything SportsMax as well. But it's 0-0 here at the Arima Velodrome, and when we come back, we'll be here with second half action.
SSFL Premiership Division.
You're watching coverage of Second High Schools Football League, brought to you by Carib Malta, 0.0% alcohol. It's the way we play. And First Citizen Foundation, building strong communities through sport.
The world #2 Indians on tour, facing the top-ranked Test nation, the Aussies, from Thursday, the 21st of November, live from Perth, Australia. India, the first test of 5. On SportsMax, SportsMax Cricket and the app, nightly at 10:20 in the Eastern Caribbean, 9:20 in Jamaica. Your sports destination, get the SportsMax app now.
Every moment leaves a mark. The time has come to continue making history. La Liga on your home of champions.
Went through, but still a chance here. Can he put it away? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Jareem McKenzie threw on goal, provided a wonderful finish, getting his 3rd goal of the campaign. And Camperdown, who had the best opportunity of the game, well, they capitalize on one, and they take the lead here at Red Hills Road.
That's a lovely finish. Absolutely lovely finish. And the pass was lovely as well.
You're watching coverage of Second High Schools Football League, brought to you by Carib Malta, 0.0% alcohol. It's the way we play. And First Citizen Foundation, building strong communities through sport.
Welcome to SSFL Premiership Division.
Oh, the skies are still sunny and the action still bright here at the Arima Velodrome. Welcome back, second half of the Coca-Cola Girls East Zone Intercol Finals. Five Rivers in the purple up against San Juan North Secondary. James Saunders is my name. Brent Sancho alongside me. And, well, just waiting and Natalia Williams to get the action started right on cue. Oh, look at this. Right from the kickoff. Five Rivers get right back into the act. That is shot number 10 so far. It's a lead on shots. Apart from that, though, it's a pretty even contest. Don't tell that to the fans, though. Saw Leo Chin's interview at halftime with the fans. Also spotted Chris Bryce. He's the father of goalkeeper Jabari Bryce of Terminex Rangers. Still here to support one of his alma maters as well. It's also part of the, have you ever heard of the walking football, Brent? There's the new walking football movement. He's part of that as well.
Well, I should have taken his number. I would love to be a part of that. Sounds right up my alley, especially in this sort of weather. Maybe after walking football, we could have standstill football. That would be fun.
Tell you what, the fans won't stand still if they can find a way past that girl in goal. Just apologize to some of our Five Rivers fans. Mix up in some of the names on the sheets given as Almeida Bowman takes the corner. Well, she'll have a second bite at the cherry. Well defended again, as we were for Samoa, and the goalkeeper, oh, quite contented to hang on there.
Yeah, this ball just eventually coming out there. Deflected shot at the end of the day. It didn't really have the venom that I'm very sure that was intended when it first left the booth.
Well, this will be a throw. Couldn't find a way past the defender. He tried to get it away, not this time. Oh, they're still knocking. Five Rivers tried the fancy trick. Did get some appreciation from the fans, although wasn't able to complete it. Shaquila Daniel, not a woman of many words, but oh, she certainly got tricks up her sleeve, though.
Yeah, certainly so. Daniel Davis. Very disciplined defending by San Juan North, trying to hit Five Rivers in transition.
Well, San Juan happy to hold on here. Well, needs to hurry. Does find a teammate. Now some space. Certainly being given space to build up. Something that we didn't see much of in the opening half. Now it's Five Rivers.
Yeah, it's a tough ball there for Hector. Couldn't get onto it. Just wonder, James, at one point does Coach Sargent start throwing more numbers forward?
Yeah, he made a good point. And in fact, what we have seen from Coach Sargent is that Five Rivers, they've retreated somewhat. Oh, they're in now. Here's Matthews. And again, green shirts providing an obstacle. Not for that shot, though. Missed the mark. Will be a goal kick. Certainly not goal shy, Aquila George and company. Once they get a sight, they're having it. Reminds me of those old schoolyard fights on sight. Puts it away, only as far as Joseph. Can't control it as Bowman thumps it upfield. Here's Jada.
Again, just well defended as well. A little bit of a giveaway initially there by Williams, but she was able to get the ball back. Been really impressed, James, by the centre half pairing for San Juan North of Mitchell and Williams. Of course, they're ably assisted by James, the captain, and Fraser, the two wing backs. But I tell you what, they've just been very, very difficult to get by. And it's been a tough afternoon for Five Rivers. They found out in some cases the hard way.
Hackett. Fancy feet. Has support here from Matthews. Just gives it away to Villarreal. Well, Daniel couldn't find a way through. Does get some help eventually here from the other Daniel. Honoré thumps it in the area. All intercepted by Bowman. Well, this could get fancy. Just came off the back of a San Juan player. Just as Goodridge was looking to get in behind. What do you make of the talks at halftime with the captains?
Yeah, I think both captains hit the nail on the head. They both felt that there was still room for improvement coming into the second half. Five Rivers felt that they could be a little bit better in the attack, show a little bit more quality, and I think San Juan North is obviously having a better understanding of how to continue to minimize their threats from Five Rivers, and as well try to get things going offensively. We've seen a lot of this from Five Rivers, shot from way outside. Just says to me, James, that in the final third, not only just a lack of quality, but a lack of innovation by Five Rivers secondary has really plagued them throughout much of this match. Just think that if they can be a little bit more concentrated when they get into the final third, try to put together some combination passes, of course, and a little bit more thought behind what they're doing, they may be able to breach them. But again, you just can't take away from the work San Juan North has put in defensively. They have really been strong. It's a good run by Hector.
Well, she's in here, Matthews.
That's well defended by the captain.
It's pretty much been that end result every time they've attempted to break them down individually. Collective defensive strength of San Juan and Shanchu. Well, if anybody looks comfortable, it's a goalkeeper. That's the person that you do want to be comfortable. As Bowman gets set to line this one up. Oh, this is bubbling around. Tastily. Will somebody have a go? anybody. Well, again, they can't pass the green shirts. They're battling hard for it, though. Oh, they came close. That's what they wanted. Not the end result, though.
Yes, certainly. Five Rivers asking questions, but again, San Juan North good defensively. The players trying to get their bodies in front of the ball, defending well. And of course, eventually, when it comes back to Hackett, she just blasts it over the bar. Again, it's just good defensive work by San Juan North. They just, every time when it looks like Five Rivers about to breach, they just get that last-ditch tackle or that last-ditch situation to make it difficult.
Oh, here's Hackett again, putting in an extra shift. Couldn't find the right pass though, but she will get help from Matthews. Found herself on the wrong side of the defender. And how about now?
Look at that for defending.
Well, look at this, second bite. Well, for a second, thought the goalkeeper might have been beaten. Well, she was, if you can argue that, but it was wide of the mark from Hakima Goodrich.
It's always feel like there's a green shirt somewhere there and thereabouts. Look at this for defending. Good block initially. Once it comes back and the shot is on. Just wasn't on target there by Hakimi Goodrich.
Well, if anybody I'd go to war with, if I were that goalkeeper, certainly be the girls in green in front of her. Defended their life. Done a great job as well. I always tell you, Brent, goals win matches. Defense wins you titles. San Juan certainly seem to be going in that route.
Yeah, certainly that adage is riding through so far. Albeit, of course, the scores are still tied at 0-0. Sure, Five Rivers would say something differently or try to. They've been really working very hard to try to get that extra little bit of room to have a good sight on goal, but that's not happened, has it, really? If they do eventually get a shot off, it's blocked, it's harried. They've just not been able to live life their way.
Oh, Matthews gets a touch. Oh, roll harmlessly to Cox, who is happy to gobble it up. Sneak in a few minutes of rest as well. Certainly gotten some momentum the second half. Five Rivers. And, you know, just wonder some of the words and what might have been said at halftime. Oh, that's a bump to the back. Can be painful. Certainly was for that woman, Shanna Hackett. No, that will be another throw. Just a few minutes away from the hour mark. No goals yet in this girls East Zone final. Can't find Daniel. Certainly making life difficult for the defender, Daniel. And Hull did get some help belatedly from Lewis. It's a long way from the position she started the match in. She's one of two holding midfielders. Williams. They'll get another bite. Charms urging the players on. It's away by Bowman. Ken Bowman gets in the way. This time Vespri also gets in on the act. Certainly one of the more active players. Five Rivers that we've seen in this match. There we go. The heartbeat of the action. Certainly they will be using a lot louder. See if boys get into action later on after this match. They take on Trinity East in the boys East Zone final. Oh, it's well cut out by Five Rivers, who will try to mount a counter-attack here.
Again, that's really well defended.
Matthews, well, space here. And, well cut out in the end. She's got good movement, Goodrich. She's just been crowded out every time she tries to find space.
Yeah, as I said, that combination at the back for San North, Williams and Mitchell have just been impossible to get past. That's the best way I could sum it up. And if you do get past Williams, Mitchell is certainly somewhere close by in support. And when you talk about crowding out, that really is what is taking place. That's why I suggested maybe an additional attacker to maybe keep that combination a little bit busier.
Well, they've swapped kickers. Bowman decided she wants to take on the duties. Couldn't find Matthews, but she will win a corner. Still in search of the opening goal in this match. And, well, guess what? They've swapped duties again. Jada Herbert has taken the responsibility away from Bowman. She's been a live wire in this match, Herbert. Fancy feet, party tricks. Well, she had goal supply to the resume. Well, here's Bowman. Could fall nicely for anybody. San Juan disrupting the danger. And they go away here now. Again, it's Brianna Vespri. She's proven that she's not to be beaten that easily. It's aimed at Villarreal, couldn't find her. So all done by skipper. Honoré. Oh, she'll just bulldoze her way through everybody. And just needed a lover's touch. Pass too heavy in the end. Oh, maybe Honoré here has ideas of grandeur. Almost did.
She got a clear sight of it. And when she received that ball, Honoré, she had one thing in mind. That was to have a strike on goal. Just inches wide. I don't think she really got herself wrapped around that shot. But it was the first real chance for San Juan North in this second half.
Mitchell. Villarreal. Honoré. Well intercepted by Bowman. Well, she's won the first pass of that foot race. Bowman can get past the second obstacle. This is what she found in Williams. Don't think many people have.
You know, it's been the hallmark of San Juan North's game this afternoon. Hasn't been pretty offensively, but certainly defensively, they have been very strong. I'm certain that Coach Sargent might be thinking about a plan B soon.
Oh, she's got some pace, and she did get there. Not enough to get past the defender in the end. has shown that pace on some occasion. Young Daniel. Needs a good pass. Couldn't find it there. And here comes Matthew. She's got space ahead of her. Needs a good touch. Well, that's a good tackle.
Tell you what. I've seen an array of great defensive displays, and I think this is the best of them so far this afternoon. Bearing down on goal, you think that there's only one thing, about to place that ball in the back of the net, and look at Mitchell. Excellent, well-timed, well-executed for the desired result. It's very difficult to see any other contender, really, if Samoa North goes on to win this 4-man of the match. She's been everywhere.
Well, Pullman would fancy her chances from this corner. Well, this could fall anywhere, and again, Mitchell among those getting in there on the goalkeeper this time, cleaning up in the end. Well, just listen what the fans think about her, what she's done so far.
Game is becoming a little bit stretched from a Five Rivers point of view. We've seen big gaps in the middle of the park. We haven't seen this young lady on the ball much.
Well, certainly would recognize when she has it. Has a way with the ball. Oh, she's run herself into some trouble. And she's wiggled herself right out of it, Mitchell. And is almost a provider of an assist as the goalkeeper does well to lose the danger. She's young, Daniel, asked to lead the line today, only in Form 1, 13 years old. She's quite quick. Seen many occasions where she was second. Used that pace to create danger. Still has a long time to develop as well.
Yes, certainly so. And she's obviously not gotten the service that maybe she would have wanted to get, but nevertheless, she's made herself a willing option up front. Sometimes that's what you want when you have a lone striker. Access.
It's Hillarell.
There she is again.
Oh, has she parted the sea? And again, Daniel using a pace. This time second best to the defensive foray. And that challenge. Kira Charles. Oh, look at the boys. Trinity East. Leo Chin somewhere smiling, I imagine. They'll be up in action next after this one. Of course, against the old foe San Juan as the girls take a water break, courtesy SportsMax. Last time we won the East Zone Finals, have to go 2 years back where they defeated that team, San Juan. Then on penalty, San Juan, of course, would want to be back in the mix. Of course, they lost the likes of Lyndall Sween this season. And all the new generation will be hoping that, in fact, their Sween did come back mid-season, must add. Didn't start the season, but he came back mid-season. Certainly hoping to take away some silverware.
Certainly going to be an intriguing encounter, this boys Intercol Coca-Cola finals. You just have to think that with the attacking strengths that San Juan North has at their leisure, but we've seen the Trinity Colleges be very stubborn, and in that game in particular against Arima North in the semi-finals. They defended very well. Game eventually going to penalty kicks. Just wonder, as we take a look at Trinity College's limbering up, you just wonder if that game is going to, as well as going to go in here, this girls fixture, might just sortie into penalty kicks as well. I'm looking in that group in there, see if I see Liu Chin limbering up and stretching. He'd do anything to get onto the pitch.
Oh, he's certainly limbering up his voice. Sure, there'll be lots of shouting. It's not usually part of the workplace environment, except of course when they're playing. And of course you always know the old noise when one Fatima College is playing as well. They'll be involved in the North Zone finals tomorrow. Plus you can catch that action right here as well on the SportsMax app. So the break for water is over and the action will resume. Gone an hour, 5 minutes so far. No goals. Lots of possibilities. Still a long way to go for the end of this one. Five Rivers, for all their dominance in league play, struggled to exert that against San Juan today in this final. Here's Villarreal. Oh, tried the no-look pass. Recipient wasn't ready. Oh, here's Mitchell. Play of the match so far. The eyes of Brent Sancho.
I think she's lost a tackle all afternoon. It's an easy contender for me for player of the match. Of course, that's if Samuel North secondary goes on to win it, because there are some players in this Five Rivers team that would have contributed to a victory if Five Rivers were to go on to win it. When you look at the World Cup front, in particular by Goodrich.
Hubert has provided some moments as well.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the devil, there's Hubert.
Just got to drive with it, continue driving. Tried to pass it, did James Min. Probably a little bit more real estate ahead. She could have taken the defender on.
Oh, anyway, about here, she says Charles sent that long way away, taking no chances with the pace of Daniel bearing down on her. Oh, the tempo, you can just feel it. It's dropped a bit. Perhaps some fatigue bearing in. Perhaps the thought of seeing it out to penalty kicks, perhaps. This is Williams. Another one of those top defensive contenders. Pullman did get a touch, but it finds a way through to a San Juan player, Daniel. Oh, well, there's that pace we were talking about. Yep. Happy feet as well. Pullman showing experience to win it back. She's been decent as well, Bowman, on the opposite end. She's contributed from set pieces, together with this girl as well. And Herbert just assisting in defensive duties. More fans are here. Of course, the boys' final next, as you have seen with the boys warming up. Oh, I don't think the ball has left that spot in the last 5 minutes or so. Here we go. Out of touch again. Hasn't really left that spot of the field.
Yeah, you mentioned the word fatigue, and maybe it's starting to take its toll. Not for this young lady.
Oh, this could get dicey. Goodridge.
That's better by Goodridge.
Matthews.
He's got to shoot.
Oh, took your advice. And, well, didn't come far from finding the opener.
Yeah, good strike here. Better hold up play. Hector finds it inside. That was not a bad shot at all.
Captain Daniel leading by example on that occasion.
Yes, a good strike by Daniel. She's had a couple of those opportunities, James, on top of the box. I think she just hesitates in some instances, and in some instances that first touch that prepares the ball for the shot hasn't been good enough. And really and truly, you do feel that if she is to connect properly or cleanly with one, she might see some joy. But that hasn't happened.
Oh, not a bad ball from George. And she gets Bowman in as we take a look at the possession. Oh, what do you know? San Juan have led that category. Still even. And well, the pass completion, we asked for more, we demanded more after the first half. It's improved slightly. Still more work to be done by these teams. Haven't really valued pass completion. Direct nature of the football. And if I would chime in, Brent, as the top player Mitchell gets a bit of an injury break.
Yeah, again, did a great job to intercept and was charging up the park.
Pass completion. Haven't really valued that. We haven't seen that at no level of football in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, it is something that's symptomatic of the football that we've seen, certainly in the SSFL. A lot of teams have decided to be a little bit more direct. I may pull Fatima slightly to the side. They seemingly have a understanding and appreciation of the collective. Oh, this is a poor giveaway.
Oh, wrong person as well, Herbert. Or Goodridge for that matter. Herbert was arriving in support.
Yeah, and they've utilized the collective a lot better than most Fatima College, because when they do attack, they have 4 or 5 players that are always there and thereabout, stringing passes together, trying to carve open defenses. When you look at St. Benedict's College and their mercurial talent, and Zum Zum Garcia, he's played for the most part that lone striker, but boy oh boy, most teams love to have a lone striker like him.
Oh, she's done well to win possession. And, well, had a pocket picked that time. Sealy, not much changes on both teams as well in this match.
No, certainly from a tactical perspective, they've kept the shape that they started the game in. I haven't seen even situations of maybe advancing more players forward or even advancing more players to enhance the defensive shape. It has really been more or less the same. And as the time keeps ticking here, just about just under 7 minutes left or so, no one has really blinked yet, and it does seem like we're slowly headed into the dreaded penalty kicks.
He's a good throw. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Couldn't control it though. Oh, wiggled out of that there like a worm from a fish hook. She's not off the hook though, because haven't been able to get it away. Pressure from San Juan. And oh, Mitchell, omnipresent in defense. course, we've still got 2 zonal finals to go in Trinidad. Tomorrow, Thursday, we'll have the North Zone final. And on Friday, the South Zone final takes place at Yatta Bolden Stadium. All of the action will be on SportsMax. After that, of course, the national final will take place. Again, go back to pass completion. And, oh, here's a demonstration for you. He's got a lot more space now, Herbert. Toss love to run at them. Tiny. This time crowded out. Daniel will assist in the build-up, and she's done a great job, Daniel. Oh, who needs backup when you've got pace? Not this time. George. Oh, spun out of that like a race car. And, well, it's met with fierce opposition from Williams, the defender. A bit of percussion to get the heart rate going. And some words from him as well to get them going. This time it is Jada. Will try her luck. And oh, it's Mitchell to ensure that she doesn't find success. This time Mitchell delays in getting up, maybe a bit of cramp. And oh, she's saying no. That's Superwoman. She doesn't need any assistance from mere mortals. The goalkeeper frantically signaling to the bench to not take the Iron Woman off. Of course, it's an opportunity for her as well, Jada Herbert, to take a break. There we go. Maybe some ice and some of the magic ingredients in that spray, and all will be well. Never understood what was it about that spray, Brett.
I wonder if its usage could be even off the park as well, fixing door handles, and it just seems like one of those things that could fix everything. It's supposed to be a combination of, obviously, I guess for layman's term, frozen medicine, I guess.
Oh, is that one of the first changes we've seen? Nicholas is out.
Yeah. Again, it looks like a like for like.
And Tia Williams is the one to come in. Yep, confirmation to your top left. Yeah, won't that be a joy if you can get magic spree to get you through life? For the goalkeeper, by the way, just out of your frame to your left is she's on the ground. Play continues, and finally there's a whistle. Well, even then they couldn't beat her. Oh, just wonder. She's holding that glute area. There we go. Well, maybe hamstring as well. As the clock ticks down, there'll just be 2 minutes of additional time to this match. Of course, these matches are 40-minute halves. And, well, I reckon there'll be more.
I'm quite sure from a San Juan North secondary perspective, that's the last thing they would want is their goalkeeper would have to leave the field, especially with us zeroing in on possible penalty kicks. And if they were to lose Cox, I'm actually looking around, James, and I'm not sure I'm seeing any substitute goalkeepers on the bench or otherwise for San Juan North. I can see the boys team warming up at the back, but I'm not seeing anyone wearing a goalkeeping kit on the bench for San Juan North. And of course our team sheets doesn't necessarily provide us with if any of the players that are not starting are goalkeepers or reserve goalkeeper.
Where's Blazer Dan when you need him? Wrong timing. She's been good this match, and at the time when she's most needed, just hope it isn't too bad an injury. Well, you can just see to your left of your screen, she's hunched over. A couple of hobble steps, and she's just got 2 minutes to survive. And hopefully recover in time for penalty shootout if it does head in that direction. Certainly love to get a mic, one of those coaches, just to hear the instructions sometimes. Oh, here's Bowman. Can't pick the lock because, of course, Mitchell is guarding the door.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can here. Relax, relax. It's all right. Sounds like good instructions to me. There's Bowman. It's well won by San Juan, who will come away with it somewhat in by Vespri. And Honoré will send it anywhere. Ooh. Well, collision there. Yeah. Is Vespri down? Oh, tried to get it over the toe of Biebel. Field spectacularly. And, well, she's gone down as well.
Seems like we've also played the allotted 2+ minutes. So it looks like we are certainly headed into penalty kicks, well, kicks from the penalty spot. Is it safe to say that our player of the match is Mitchell, regardless of?
So of course you can get some goalkeeping heroics, but
that's very true.
Yeah, certainly Mitchell. So those fans will agree, all decked out in green.
Let's have a little look at the incident here. Yeah, it's just a high booth that ended up in the midriff section of Williams.
No, that's not the final whistle you heard. It's just the one for resumption. Well, drag sent some chills to the fans. Bowman can get through. Honoré sends it upfield. Bit of a googly. Oh, will there be a way through here? She's won at Sealy. And just sends at any time now. Might get a final whistle. Hackett couldn't keep it in. Take your time, darling. That's what she says. She's counting down the clock for penalties. And penalties is what will decide the girls' final. 80 minutes expired, and the girls have perspired, and now one of these teams will be retired. So the time has come and gone And at the end of 80 minutes, it is goalless between San Juan North Secondary and Five Rivers Secondary, which means that penalties will be the deciding factor. All right, let's look back at the moments that brought joy to the faces of the fans over the last 80 minutes as our teams gear themselves up for the penalty shootout. And maybe some time to chat for Brent to chime in as well. Well, this is what happened. Started here with the blast of that whistle. Bit of a seesaw contest. Both goalkeepers involved early. Captain Daniel. It's the second half, of course. Five Rivers certainly had lots of looks.
Yeah, they have had lots of looks. Captain Daniel, probably more than most. And a lot of those looks that she had, James, probably taken a little bit too long to pull the trigger in some instances. Poor first touch in others, and it really was those sorts of opportunities that would never put into the back of the net. But they had their looks, as you rightfully said.
It's good with that one. And of course, one of the things that stood out for us in this half, Five Rivers, that got so many chances, forced to shoot a lot from outside because of how compact San Juan's defending was. And one of the great exhibitions of that is right here from this woman, Mitchell. Can't believe it. And well, that's all she wrote. San Juan holding on. The numbers doesn't get better in terms of shots. Not for San Juan anyway. Five Rivers 20 shots, 9 of which were on target. In terms of fouls, well, let's say Five Rivers a bit more violent than the other, and everything else seemed to be split in the middle, although Five Rivers did have some penetrative runs inside of the area. So goalless, and it will be penalties to decide this match. A match, Brent, that we haven't seen goals, but we've seen one or two moments of excitement from both teams.
Yeah, certainly some moments that you could certainly look into and analyze, but I would say the defenses came out on top today, and more so from a San Juan North perspective, because they were resolute. They blocked shots, they got their body in the way, they were very good in anticipating things, and overall they've made it very difficult for this Five Rivers team. But it's come down now to the lottery of penalty kicks, so all that is gone, and now it's really down to which team can hold their nerve. Normally, James, in these sorts of situations comes down to the right frame of mind for the player, the kicker, and the goalkeeper. And concentration, being able to stay fully concentrated while taking a penalty.
I did see some bit of a troubles or worries with the San Juan goalkeeper nearing the end, but she's been the busy of the goalkeepers. 20 shots versus 2 or thereabout. Who's better in tune for the penalty shootout? The goalkeeper that faced the lion's share of shots or the one that didn't?
Yeah, I think the one that faced the lion's share, simply because she would have had the opportunity to get the timing, the movement, the ball trajectory, all of those things right. But I think you made a very, very critical point there right before the game was for this Cox. Cox is the one that had some treatment delivered to her. Well, this is not your traditional north-south football ground. It's running from east to west, and so the penalty kicks are being taken on the western side, eastern side, sorry. But what it does provide, James, the sun is beaming straight into the eyes of the goalkeepers. So talk about an added scenario to the difficulties of trying to save a penalty.
Yeah. So when you check that out, though, either way would have been the kicker or the goalkeeper to suffer. This time it's the kickers with the bit of an advantage. And speaking of kickers, we've got our first one lined up. So James for San Juan will be the player with the opportunity to have the first effort. Jolene James. And it's 1-0. Call as cool as you'd like. Nerves of steel. The skipper Jolene James have put San Juan ahead. Just rolling it past Katisha Joseph. And, oh, that's what you want from your skipper. Does seem very self-motivated. Up next will be George. Makila George to try and make amends. Oh, she looks a lot steadier, the goalkeeper, Cox, than we saw at the end of the match where she was clutching her hamstring. No eye contact from George as she takes a wide run up. Is this the equalizer? Well, it isn't. Cox with the big glove. San Juan with the advantage. Oh, look at that. Just what you want from your goalkeeper. Both paws to it. Not going to get in here. And, well, maybe a tear from George as well. San Juan have the advantage. Honorary will be the next player up. She's already seen her team eke out a slight advantage. Can Natalia Honoré force to fetch her own ball? Can she put them further ahead? Oh, beaming with confidence. The death stare at the goalkeeper. Finds a way past Joseph. That is 2-0 to San Juan. And David, oh, they've got their slings swinging. Giving the goalkeeper the eyes. And all the statue movement from the goalkeeper. And look at that for a celebration. Oh, they've gone for the big guns. Goodridge will step up. Hakima Goodridge. She's a player, certainly beaming with confidence. Not just that, she's got experience. We'll talk about confidence. Cox is a player who has demonstrated that physically. First save. Can Goodridge get a team back in? Whoa, nobody's gonna stop that. That's how you get your team back in. The old kiss out of the uprights. And everybody in purple can smile. Yep, you're not gonna touch that, and she knows it, Cox. That's 2-1. Oh, San Juan certainly can help to put themselves out of sight if they can get the goal from here. This is their leading goal scorer, Lewis. Lewis has one job. Now, she's done it all season, Shanika Joseph, or Shanika Lewis rather. She's done it all season. Can she do it on the big stage? Well, she did. She's done it. Looked for a second as if the goalkeeper might have had the better of it. She knows it as well. Doesn't matter how they come. Once they come, maybe a different angle can tell us. Well, yeah, caught with a bit of nerves. Goalkeeper moving early. Well, one captain was able to get their team in the match. 3-1 down. Can another captain, this time Danielle, pull her team back in the contest? Shaquila Daniel. She's got to score. She's got to get past that woman though, Cox. Oh, what a save! That is the save of the match, you feel. Well, who said Margaret Thatcher was the woman with the iron fist? Haven't seen this goalkeeper. That is fist of iron and steel. And surely now you feel that San Juan are just one kick away from being crowned the East Zone champions. So, one kick remaining, and it is Daniel, a father, who's represented Trinidad and Tobago at the highest level of football. Maybe he might have a chance to see his daughter, just 13 years old, guide her team to an East Zone crown. He'll have to wait. Just jogging it wide there, young Daniel. Kiana Daniel did everything right and sides put it on target. And Five Rivers, well, they've just found a ram in the thicket.
That one.
So it will be an opportunity for Five Rivers to get back in. Mariah Matthews, she's got one job. Shrug of the shoulders, ready for the task. Oh, well, I tell you what, don't need rocket fuel for those. Well, that is a rocket nonetheless. Nothing Cox could do. Oh, those would surely burn a hole through the latex if you got them anywhere close to them. And, well, one of the contenders for player of the match, Williams here. They had to wait. But maybe now she can change the trajectory if she scores a winner. And she has. Cue the celebrations. San Juan North Secondary are the champions of the East Zone. Oh, here we go. Dreams have been made a reality. The tiny school from Bokmalatris are East Zone champions. It came against the odds, billed as the Davids of this Goliath clash. Well, guess what? David has a killer sling. Well, tears of joy and tears of pain all mixing into one area. And cheers of celebration from the fans of the school that have done it at the boys level, but have repeated the feat this time. Thanks to this woman in goal, Cox. Thanks to their resolute defending as well from the likes of Mitchell and Williams. San Juan North Secondary will be the team that will be walking away with the silverware. Well, they're certainly milking the moment, enjoying every drop of it, and the fans love it. The big billboard is out, says the words champions, and that is San Juan North Secondary. Have you ever heard from a champion? Well, you just might know. Leo Chin is standing by with one.
Yeah, of course, the player of the match. Player of the match, none other than Kimora Mitchell of San Juan North Secondary. What a performance from you today. How does it feel to be victorious?
It feels great. 2 years losing to Five Rivers and finally being able to win it. I don't even know how to express my excitement.
Well, I don't think we need to hear anything else. Go and celebrate. Congrats. Brent is with the coaches.
Thank you very much, Leo. Coach, obviously a difficult way to lose a football game. Your assessment of the 90 minutes plus? 80 minutes plus, sorry.
I thought there are a lot of things we could have done a little differently today, which we didn't do. We were making a lot of mistakes in the different parts of the field where we should not have. And of course, you know, when you get your chances and you don't put them away, this often happens at the end of 90 minutes or 80 minutes of a game.
No, certainly so. And of course, when you look at the way San Juan North Secondary approached this one, they were very difficult to break down. Credit to their defense, or maybe offensively could have done a little bit better.
I think offensively we could have done a little more better, but I think give credit to San Juan. I think they did their homework very well. This would have been the third or fourth time we may have played them for the season, and I think they got it right this time. You know, defensively they were great, well organized, kept the shape, you know, and they worked really very hard for each other. So credit to them.
Thank you very much, Coach, and all the best to you.
Appreciate it, thanks.
Coach, of course, you must be a very, very happy man. Of course, we heard from the player of the match. I see you're expressing the same sort of jubilation. Your assessment of the 80-minute plus.
First of all, give all the glory and thanks to God, you know. He's the one that do the work with his team. Whole year we talk about doing the right things in the eyes of God, and he will take care of everything. And we persevered, we came with our game plan, and we stuck with it. You know, it was tough. We suffered a little bit at times, you know, with the midfield, but the girls stuck with it, they were tired, and we knew that if we took them to penalties, we had the better keeper that could pull off some saves, and so said, so done.
Well, of course, congratulations on winning the East Zone title. Now you move on to the national semi-finals against the North Zone, one of the North Zone teams. Any team in preference you're looking for? You just think this is San Juan North here?
This is the first time we're here, so we're gonna worry about that tomorrow. Today, just enjoy the moment, let the girls and them enjoy it. Then we'll sit down and look at our opponent and try to come up with a game plan to compete.
Well, of course, you talk about the girls going to enjoy it. You also need to go and enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on the win and all the best in the next round.
Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it. It is San Juan North Secondary who are the champions of the girls East Zone Intercol. What a thrilling encounter that was. Of course, on penalties, they've done it here. They've defeated Five Rivers Secondary School. So they are the queens of the East, as you may put it. But that's all that we have for now. When we come back, we will be here with the boys. And it's Trinity College East, and they take on the boys of San Juan North Secondary as well, right here at the Arima Velodrome. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
That broadcast was brought to you by Carib Malta, 0.0% alcohol. It's the way we play. And First Citizen Foundation, building strong communities through sport.
Totally Male has been around since 1994. Our primary focus is the aesthetic upgrading of all males. Our highly skilled team of women are trained, professional, and committed to first-class customer service. Centrally located at 6 Windsor Avenue, New Kingston, Jamaica. Totally Male is your man cave, where we offer cable, private rooms, and a beverage of your choice while you're being pampered. Totally Male, a woman's touch for the exceptional man.
You gave us the inspiration to be first. We gave you the solutions that put you first. You trusted us with your vision. We paved the way with innovation. You walked with us side by side, and we continue to serve you with pride. First Citizens is proud of everything we've achieved together. We made dreams a reality, shaped success stories, and painted brighter futures. And together, we'll accomplish so much more. First Citizens, we put you first.
People look at stories through different lenses. I have my own take on some of these trending issues. Hi, I'm Mariah Ramharak, and welcome to In Case You Missed It.
The English-speaking Caribbean's richest horse race with an unprecedented US $250,000 purse. The third running of the Mute Mile, December 7 at Caymanas Park.
You gave us the inspiration to be first. We gave you the solutions that put you first. You trusted us with your vision. We paved the way with innovation. You walked with us side by side, and we continue to serve you with pride. First Citizens is proud of everything we've achieved together. We made dreams a reality, shaped success stories, and painted brighter futures. And together, we'll accomplish so much more. First Citizens, we put you first.
Our Sunshine Girls are home and will host a test series for the first time in 3 years. They will renew their rivalry with England's Vitality Roses this month. Come out and support world-class netball from the National Indoor Sports Centre on November 25 at 6:30 p.m. and November 26 at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now at quapid.com. General admission $2,000. Courtside $3,500. VIP $5,500. Season passes are also available. Jamaica's Sunshine Girls are back and ready to roll.
This broadcast is brought to you by Carib Malta, 0.0% alcohol. It's the way we play. And First Citizen Foundation, building strong communities through sport.
Welcome to SSFL Premiership Division.